Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Power episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we get back to Tommy as we talk about Season 1, Episode 2. Characters of old coming back. We got some new characters coming in, but we still got shenanigans, I would submit. Anyway, Stacey, what would you like to begin in this episode?
I thought it was good. I didn't know Tommy let other people that he just met drive his car. It seems like his car is kind of precious. I know how men are about cars. So for him to let Diamond chauffeur him around was a little strange to me.
Hated that. So that's.
But I guess they wanted to press the whole driving while black angle. So yeah, that was weird. All
right, so let's do that. Let's do driving Miss Daisy.
I knew it.
What? Kim,
I saw that scene. I was like, "Oh, Dave's gonna rip this apart."
Kim, what did you think? I'm gonna give everybody a shot before.
What did I think of that scene?
Yes, the whole.
Well, I knew they were going to have to put something in there, right? Because of what goes on in Chicago, right? I mean, it happens in New York. It happens everywhere. But, of course, they were going to have to touch on that because it's really rampant right now. Because Chicago, for some reason, is hot right now. Like, a lot of stuff is going on in Chicago. So I kind of knew that they might throw some type of Black Lives Matter thing in there. And the only reason why he was driving was to push that point, to get that whole thing on screen. And also, like show his PTSD because he does have it, right? So yeah, that's all. It was just one of those things. I'm sure they won't do it anymore. I think it was just for this show.
Power Book 2, I think, says otherwise. But Chris, what you think?
I kind of agree, especially when you have some of the cities, like for example, like I mean, Chicago, Detroit, and maybe Memphis. Those, I mean, I know a lot of people like to put New York in there. New York is so low on that list as far as the crime goes and whatnot, that the cops evolve because of that. So, for example, like even the cops you run into in Detroit, they're rugged, like in the sense of like, oh, they don't even, like a lot of times, like if they catch you do something, they're not going to just like question you like if like you're anywhere else. They'll just like straight up like, yo, push you to the damn car because bruh, like this is they evolve to what's going on around them. Like when you got cities where cops are getting killed, you're like, they ain't giving a fuck at that point. So I also was not surprised that they went this angle. I know a lot of people might look at that scene and be like, that's a little excessive. I'm like, not for that city, it wasn't. You know what I mean? For Chicago, not necessarily. No.
Yeah, that's how
to your point, Kim. To your point, Kim, I also don't think that might not be a big thing after this either. You know what I mean? I think they probably put that in there because somebody's going to be like, oh, it's Chicago. You got to at least have something where to show how crazy it is out there. Because it is the Wild Wild West out there in Chicago in the sense of all those freaking guns. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, depends on where you stand with weapons and guns. There is excessive a lot out there. And therefore, cops have evolved out there to this fact that they're being shot at and killed. You know what I mean? So, so some of them will actually put a gun on you. You know what I mean? Like,
and then also what the blatant truth just said, off screen, Diamond knew the city and how to get to the drops. That makes sense too, because Tommy doesn't know where he's going. I mean, GPS, he could have used GPS, but Diamond does know that city much better than Tommy. Tommy just got there. So that makes sense to me too.
Right.
Diamond not have a car?
No, he just got out of jail.
He's living in a penthouse. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but we haven't seen his brother give him a car. We've seen his brother give him an apartment. Did you see him give him a car? And when all of that
off
stuff
camera, he could have got a car. I'm just
car.
He might have one next episode, but I mean, this is only the second.
Hey, Proper King.
How you doing, man? So my let's take just for a second. Let's just take race out of it and think logically, right? The Rojas crew says it's so hot in the streets that we can't drive our drugs from point A to point B. And since Diamond put our leader in a wheelchair, like he can't walk now, that his punishment is that he's going to deliver drugs for us for 3 hours. That's stupid as fuck right there. But then this is racist Chicago, right? So you think your drugs are going to get delivered safely with a black man driving the streets in drug infested neighborhoods, and cops ain't going to stop his black ass because what? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like
people deliver drugs all the time, black, white, purple, and Asian. They don't get stopped by the cops all the time.
You cannot go from Chicago is so racist that of course he's going to be stopped by driving while black to, well, why would he not think he was going to get stopped? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, they sent this dude by himself with no other person to ensure he actually did the job. How did they know that they didn't drive off with their heroin and never to be seen again? There was no reason for Diamond to even do the drug delivery. Absolutely none, especially if Tommy is his driver and both of them just left with a whole bunch of heroin. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any kind of fucking sense.
Wait. So just, okay, so you're saying you don't understand why he was, okay. You're saying you don't understand why it was okay for him to be alone at one point, and then all of a sudden with Tommy, it was a mistake or something?
It shouldn't have been the punishment anyway. I'm saying the punishment didn't make any fucking sense. Like, if they trapped him up because he hurt the guy in prison and paralyzed him, I guess, like, delivering drugs is not a punishment. That's stupid. And then there's no collateral. It wasn't until later that they were like, oh, I'm going to take his brother, which makes a little sense, right? Like, that makes sense. But I'm like, Tommy is walking into 3 drug operations and he doesn't know shit about the city or these people, and he has no street credit. Unlike Diamond, who can walk in and say, I am the leader of CBI. There's some way he could actually facilitate these drug deals. Instead, he sits in the fucking car. Like,
well, Tommy's white.
So Tommy stays outside and uses his white privilege to protect his Mustang from the cops that come. Like, that makes a little bit of sense. But why is Tommy walking into these places?
They wanted to show you that Tommy was smart. He is kind. He is important. And he can navigate the streets. And then they also wanted people to say, hey, there's this new white guy in town and he's delivering drugs and he's driving a Mustang and blah, blah, blah. That was the whole point.
It was dumb as fuck. The entire thing
was punishment was stupid. I don't understand how you kidnap somebody and force them to deal your drugs as a punishment.
That one I didn't understand.
Crippling one of your leaders, that's your punishment. They should have shot fucking Jay in the back as they were dragging him out after the drugs were delivered. They should have broke his legs or something.
Well, they could have just did a drive-by at the barbershop, just like the kids did at JP's place.
There you go, Stacey. Like, that would have made some type of sense, bruh. But it's not. And then, hold up, wait. Remember that scene when Tasha and fucking Holly were driving?
Nobody put Tommy in the corner.
But you remember how stupid it was that fucking Tasha had to be like, hello, I'm a Jamaican housewife. I'm a Jamaican maid and I'm okay to drive because my white woman's giving me protection. Like, that was dumb as fuck. Like, but this took it to a whole new stupid level, because once the cop got to the, I'm about to shoot your black ass, and David was like, I will not take my hands off the steering wheel. I am not a threat to you, sir. Tommy walks out and he's like, oh, hello, white man. Do you have your license?
No, bro. Hey, bro.
Oh, wait. But after all that, he doesn't even ask the driver for his driver's license. Like, it doesn't matter if your passenger has a driver's license.
White privilege. Plus,
I was going to say
I'm assuming they want us to know that this is the past, because when they ran Tommy's info, he's clearly still alive, not blown up in New York.
So again.
and his tags are from 12/20, because I peeped that on the car.
Somebody else brought that up too. Somebody else like that he's running on expired tags.
Yeah.
But white privilege. So you're saying
no. If it's in the past, if this is in the past, like
it is.
then it's not. Then it's not expired.
Yeah, he hasn't blown up yet. This is right after episode 13. So technically it's blown. But I'm like, white privilege. So unless Tommy is giving David his freedom papers and all of a sudden he can drive, like he's still the driver. Even in that moment, he's behind the steering wheel. So you still should be, let me see your license, driver, and then we can be done with this thing. But God, that made me mad. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, can we go on? It was like a whole show. Whole show.
There you go, Kim. There you go, Kim.
I understand. Breathe in and out.
Look,
in and out.
Just one more thing. It's not racist when you stop a drug dealer doing drug dealing shit. That's not racist. That's called good cop work. Just for the record, it's called.
But he didn't know that he was doing drug shit.
I was going to say, yeah.
He didn't know that.
He
but
absolutely
every black person who
knew
gets
that.
stopped in Chicago is doing
He
drug shit.
absolutely knew that because one, how about you're sitting in front of a driving car in front of a drug house? I'm sure a known drug house, right? He looked like somebody that would be dealing drugs. And guess what?
Wow, that's called profiling. That's profiling. Are you
profiling?
When it actually is true, it's called police work. Okay, So was stop and frisk. We all know how that actually turned out. Fucker, when you find drugs, he's a drug dealer who got caught with drugs. If they would have if they would have ran his driver's license, they would have found out he just got out of jail and was probably on parole. They would have checked the fucking car, found the heroin, and his happy ass would have got arrested.
You can't just check a car just randomly. You can't just do that. That's illegal.
You can't run it. So you can driver's license, you can't run the name. That's the fuck.
No, I'm just saying you can't just search the car. No, what I'm saying is he can absolutely do that part as far as just run it. What I'm saying is like the method that you originally were saying, that's called racial. That's profiling, dude. Come on, man.
Not profiling. Fucking true. Anyway, all right. So it
is. That's why cops are getting fired from that. If it wasn't true, then actually the law would not have these cops go to jail.
Davis a mega. Hey, you call her the fuck you want.
Wear your hat.
I was like, hey,
I'm probably more mega than David, but whatever.
What's the? Anyway.
All right. So we've established that the driving while black plot was a bit much.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about Zamos. Let's talk about Zamos.
No, you want to talk about race? How about? I mean, I'm surprised. Well, I'm upset about the Irishman saying, "Oh, you can't." Well, it didn't come from him. It came from the daughter about the whole like, "Oh, Gloria's a good girl, but you need to be with another Irish." But that wouldn't have made sense. I mean, that's a lot of families like that.
Most people stick with their own people.
There are black Irish people and there are white Irish people. White Irish people want you to marry Irish people, and black Irish people
kind of keep that going.
People to marry black Irish people. Yeah. They are racist. Not all of them, but they are, and that's
not racist.
Yeah, I was gonna say like black people kind of do that too, though. We all do that.
Black people.
We all do that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we all do that. Just think about like Asian culture, same deal. Yep. Like kind of preserve that thing. I mean, shoot, I literally dated a girl from Africa. Than
anything else, it's more to protect your person because other people do not agree with people marrying and relationships and other races, so it's to protect them.
Yeah, no, I mean,
what's that? What if Stacey can be the mega, the alpha, the beta? That's so look, you got serious fans right there. So to this storyline, because this is also something, but I was like, I don't want to say much of shit. Like, it just didn't make any sense that Gloria went from I can't be with my one Irish criminal because he's Irish, so I'm gonna get with another Irish criminal.
No, that's not what she said.
That's what she did.
He can't claim her publicly. He can't be with her.
Yeah.
Because of the family.
It's forbidden love.
So why would she be with somebody that can't even claim her?
I understand that.
Tommy don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Tommy.
She don't know who the fuck Tommy is.
Yeah.
She don't know.
She literally said your loyalty is the reason why I can't be with you. She said your loyalty to your family is why I can't be with you.
That's because
if you're that loyal to your family, then that means you can't be loyal to me, and you also have to be loyal to the ideals that they have. So it's like,
I understand and why
your point there, David. Who knows? Maybe later on with Tommy, maybe she'll discover some stuff that she's like, oh, I also can't be with you either. But there's nothing to be known about Tommy for her to do that to him yet.
Also,
so I don't.
She's not even with Tommy. They slept together one time. She doesn't even know that Tommy is still in the city. Remember, he left. Remember, it was a one-time thing. They slept together last episode. Tommy came. Remember, Tommy made that U-turn.
I know Tommy
anything about that.
but she's with him. She's making out with him now. So I think she's gonna be around for a little bit.
Yeah, well, the next episode she'll see him, but she didn't see him this episode.
She actually did see him this episode.
No, she did. She did. No. When the Irish boy was like looking through the through the door.
Yeah.
So that's again. Anyway,
Yeah,
because I want her to stay on the show too. I mean, it's good to have some IQ on this. So hell yeah.
It's good to have what?
With her Maya, with a cute Maya looking ass. Go ahead, girl. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I got distracted.
Right?
Go ahead.
She's British. She's British for real.
Don't you put that on me. Don't you do that. Don't. Are you kidding me? Don't do that, Kim. No, she is not a Brit.
Okay, calm down.
She is. I'm gonna look it up just to make sure.
But tear this car apart.
Anyway, so look, what is wrong with you?
I'm getting tired of being fooled. I am tired of being fooled.
Okay.
The things you hang your hat on. So Walter Flynn,
British actress and comedian.
So British. So anyway. So the Flynn family. When Walter says, "Son, once you take over, you gotta follow what the Irish want." I was like, "This is Sons of Anarchy." Like I was like, "This." With the actor and everything, I was like, oh, okay. Yep. Remember the son, Dave? That's right. But so okay, you want to bring up this shit? We can do this all fucking day, Proper King. You know what I'm saying? I was like, so he's like, you remember Sons of Anarchy? Yes, I remember Sons of Anarchy, and I remember Cribs being the one to be like, we can't let oh boy be in it because they got black people. I remember all that shit, but again, I'm trying to move on. So let's not get me riled up. All right. My point is, it just reminded me of Sons of Anarchy. So like it was kind of interesting that the same actors doing the same shit that they get. So they're probably getting guns from the Irish and drugs from the Irish, and he needs a good Irish family to move forward. Got that? Where's Zamos, the Jamaican dealer who Tommy stole his drugs and his money and shot one of his guys, and we've heard nothing about this. That makes no sense. Why hasn't he gone after Victor for his money and drugs? Why has he whoever this person has gone after CBI for their money and drugs? Tommy should be worried about this dude, or somebody should be worried about it.
Off camera.
There you go, Stacey.
The Rojas crew. So the Rojas crew, who the fuck is that? The guy who's sitting in prison? Is that somebody else?
Yeah, that's Jay. That's
Jay Moore. I didn't know he's in a wheelchair for real.
Yeah, that's what they said. I didn't know that either.
Oh,
Jay Moore.
So from prison, he's calling the shots. But
he said he would. Remember when
somebody brought it up?
Okay, we're not doing this. All right, we're not getting to that. All right, so it's again. So it's if Ramos is now. It's like it's a new threat. I fucking guess. But anyway, so Diamond's real name is David. It looks like Diamond is the new Ghost. It's like that's Tommy's boy. Like they're the older generation of drug dealer in their 40s who has to teach these new young millennial thugs what it's like to build a drug operation or some bullshit. Like Tommy's the gray beard now because he's 40. I guess.
Old in street years.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he made it past 30. That's impressive.
I'm about to say, yeah, he's still alive. He's still, yeah.
So not like unlike Ghost.
Dead as fuck.
Till season 5. And at least what is her name? Elisa Marie.
Oh yeah, Lisa Marie. Oh yeah. Lisa Marie gonna get that ass, Tommy. Like he's on the clock.
Oh yeah.
She
definitely.
I can't. But let's talk about these. Let's talk about Jay's street thugs. One of them being Cribs' son. And
then the other one is Jeremiah, the singer.
I didn't even know that was him. He looks terrible.
I didn't recognize that.
What?
Jeremiah, the singer.
He's the other dude.
Wait. Who was he in the show?
He's one that was
the one with the little
with the hair.
No, wait, that does kind of look like him.
I didn't know that really until I watched the Cheers review, and they were like, "Oh,
I mean, like it does look like him."
I watched the Cheers too.
That's because it was him.
my goodness.
Uh,
Really? Okay. That's random as hell.
No, he said, well, if you watch This Is 50 on YouTube,
Tariq
he
is
had an
ghost.
interview.
Blasphemy.
Huh?
Reading the comment, Barbecue King says Tariq is ghost eye roll. Like, no,
oh yeah.
blasphemy. No.
I didn't
Well, I mean,
know he
it,
actually.
it looks like JT's son is also the Tariq of this show, right? Like, you know, like put little
So
young
was
JP.
he the one that was shooting
Yeah.
the bar up?
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna be Tariq for a couple of reasons. I mean, because of that, and then Tom's gonna be like, "Oh, now I have a nephew." Just like,
Right?
He's gonna bring it up.
Is if you have time to run the street, you got time to go and say, "Hey, Dad, I want to sit and visit you," and all this stuff. Like,
We don't know what baby mama told him though, because like if the story is mama took him and filled his head with lies about his daddy, and all he has is a photograph, then maybe he's like, I gotta kill daddy because.
but the fact that you
Tasha.
still have a photograph means you still have some type of emotion.
Yeah.
Which means you can just go say,
He rather
"Hey, Dad."
He rather
I wonder how much of 50's life is that he's trying to put in here with the whole issue he's got with his own son. Maybe he's like, it's like, yeah, you know, like the whole, you know, mother telling him all the bad stuff about him and whatnot. And now in real life, his son is talking shit about 50. You know what I mean? Call him deadbeat, you know. So I'm wondering if he's trying to project with this character, you know. I'm wondering, but I think it's gonna be. I really do think I know you were kind of halfway through the Tariq thing. I truly do think this kid, like, obviously they're gonna group up together. They'll have like a nephew and you know, Uncle Talk type deal between Tommy and this kid, and then he's gonna reminisce about there's another kid I used to trust. You know, let's hope I don't put you over the balcony.
Dangle him off a building.
Yeah, I'm gonna say let's hope I don't have to put you over the balcony, you know, like him too. So, you know, yeah.
I mean, we got to see where this is going. If we're gonna get into family issues, the VHS that still works in 2020. I was like, what? And now we got
that little box TV and the plastic
plastic box TV. I was like, but hold up. We got a video of Kate Egan not on drugs, being an attentive, loving mother.
We don't know that she wasn't on drugs. We just know that she was being an attentive mom. She could have been high as a kite.
All right. So it was interesting that I was like, this is 1985, right? So I was gonna start doing the math, but my problem is that if Tommy visited grandmother and they lived there, right, long enough for them to be stuck on the couch because it was summer, why didn't fucking JP and his dad visit during that time so they could have ran into each other or something? Like, if they were in Chicago and knew where grandma was, like, you would think at some point in those years he would have stopped by. I saw you on the street. I didn't know who you were, something. But to be like, I have no clue. I didn't think that it was kind of hard to believe that. And then,
well, believe what? Wait, I was confused.
They never met as kids. Like, they should have met at some point.
Yeah.
If father
was older, and by how many years?
He's still there. It doesn't matter if he's 4 years old. Let's say he's 1 year old. He's 5 years old. If his father trying to have a relationship with Kate's family, he would have stopped by. He did at some point. The kid does show up at grandma's house. I'm just saying, and when they were kids, you would think at some point they would have been visiting.
They would have been stuck to the sofa together at some point.
Yeah, they would have been stuck to the sofa together. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Maybe
they did. He just didn't realize that the little black kid was.
Tommy doesn't.
I was gonna say I don't remember. I can't tell you stuff that happened at the age of 8.
And that's
so. I mean,
that's why I just said, like, to be like at some point to be like, oh, that was you, like, because again, if he's like, I remember as a kid, he watched the videos, he'd be like, I remember that kid. Also, you don't know how many years he was there, right? So it's
much,
possible.
man. This is power, not this is us. I mean, it's like I don't need that whole emotional crap. Like, keep it for that little this is us bullshit. And like, just give me this shit. Just give me Tommy and power, all right? Don't leave that whole emotional bullshit. Like, oh, there's a picture of us as a kid. You know, no, man.
Jamie said times was hard, so VHS makes sense. Well, I mean, what's VHS? I mean, that's actually probably if it was the standard when he was in 1985. I mean, so the fact that she even had a VCR was probably pretty impressive. When Tommy and Kate were visiting Chicago's house, and his dad were looking for Tommy and Kate in New York. Okay, so we can get into that because I was like, anyway, I'm gonna go to history. Point is that their family and JP is having club issues. Tommy's giving him some money. Tommy now has a new place to live. Tommy murders the two Rojas
kidnappers. The kidnappers.
So he by himself took out 3 snipers with fucking laser scopes, got to these 2 people, burned them up, then took the scarf or whatever to the jacket to the fucking CBI guys, and they're like, "Wow, Tommy runs Chicago." Not, "Oh, we're fucked," because they're gonna come after us once they figure out that Tommy fucking killed their people. Like, shouldn't they be worried about, since they can easily be kidnapped outside their own fucking building because their people made no effort to protect Diamond as he was walking outside? Like, I was like, how did no one not see the car drive up, swift these guys away?
And they took Jay or whatever his name.
And they took Jay too. I mean, after fucking Diamond already got kidnapped, like they don't put security on Jay just in case these guys come back. Like, what?
Yeah. It's kind of similar to like the complaints we had about every time we thought Ghost leaving the truth. We're like, dude, all your enemies know who you are, like at least your face, and then they see you leaving truth. Like,
I disagree because no one ever showed up to the club ever, except for Milan. No one ever showed, not even Lobos. No one ever showed up to the club except for Milan. But okay, so
I guess it's my point. I'm just saying, if you want to catch them as most vulnerable when you're wearing a freaking business suit, but they didn't do that. Is my point,
David. He's obviously I'm just saying them slipping without any cartel protection. They had 3 snipers, bro. Like, they had protection. I mean, let's not do that. Like, so, but anywho, they just want you to know Tommy's the badass and he can do whatever he wants. Got it. I need to do cinema sins. That's what I do, bro. I thought you knew that by now.
Is that his DNA doesn't ever end up on any type of
anywhere. Anywho, all right. Sorry about that. All right, so let's talk about characters coming back from book 1. Who's impressed with Liliana coming back?
I am somewhat like, I wanted her to come back in book 1 instead of that Maria bullshit. It should have been her.
There you go.
I was going to say, she's not, I mean, I don't have a problem with her coming back. I mean, there's so many other worse characters to bring back. I mean, this one, I'm fine with it. I mean, also didn't ask for it, but it's not, I don't think it's a big deal necessarily. I don't. Yeah. She's a decent actress, so why not?
Yeah.
Well, way better than, yeah.
The fight was cute.
Yeah, all right. It was. I mean, but I'm like, a woman who got her ass whipped pretty easily by Pink Sneakers is taking on Tommy. And I'm like, how did she find Tommy? I heard of a white boy in a Mustang.
Just look for the white guy. Apparently he's the only white guy just walking around and shit.
Right, with a fucking Mustang.
I was gonna say a white boy dude and stuff like that. That narrows it down, dude. That narrows the fuck down, you know. Yeah.
And it's a 1965 blue Mustang.
I'm sure no one gave the year of that Mustang, but
I'm gonna tell you,
Tommy said 1965
when he went to the chop shop.
My point is, when she said, "I heard of a white boy running around like Chicago beating up people," I'm pretty sure nobody was like, "This is the year of the Mustang." Also, again,
they do that though. They do that. Like if it's a certain year, like people know that's a '69 Mustang. I don't know. My dad was in the car.
Wait, yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, especially if you're talking about a classic, of course. Like you don't just call something like, oh, this is an old school Corvette. Like what?
You say it's a 72 in less than 5 minutes. Sit in that Mustang 6 months or 6 years ago, depending on how you do time in this show. There's no fucking way she said, "Oh, it must have been the guy standing outside not saying shit to me as I walked into the wash and fold. It must be that guy." That's bullshit. Okay.
Wait, what? You're saying?
She never met Tommy.
You already knew a white boy was in town, and then
she never met Tommy Egan. So it doesn't matter if a white boy's in town. She never met Tommy.
But it doesn't matter if you met him or not. You know from New York that there was a white boy named Tommy, whether you met him or not. That fucking narrows it down. I don't understand why. Just like if I hear that there's a 58-year-old white boy out there shooting buckets and threes, I want to know, oh, Larry Bird is somewhere. Like it narrows the freak down. Like I know, like, oh, freaking Larry Bird. Oh, okay, where's he at? Like, you know
okay,
what I mean?
Chris. All right,
it's like straight up.
All right. So now is she working for the Jimenez cartel? Is that what we're doing right now?
That's what I was wondering, because they had that big ass spider on there. I was like,
is that the
could it
Jimenez?
be any more obvious? Like,
we don't want to leave no mysteries.
Yeah. Putting yeah. Oh yeah. She need to get some new floors too. Those floors are horrible. Like it's some weak ass vinyl floors. You know, she needs to update those things.
Who's running Jimenez cartel if brother and sister are dead?
I mean, they have a lot of succession. I'm sure it could be a cousin or uncle.
I was like, I hope.
Or kids. Kids. There's a lot of people.
And shouldn't they be looking for Tommy specifically since he helped, kidnap and murder said sister? Sure.
That?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, I mean, but remember, this was the end of the episode, so I mean, I'm pretty, so we don't, so
I mean, they would have been looking for Dre, but Dre is dead. So.
Well, I'm saying, like, shouldn't they have sent like actual professional assassins? They'll be like, if they know Tommy's in town, white boys in town who murdered. That's what I'm saying. Like, you send the big hitters if you know that Tommy's in town and he helped murder one of the leaders of my cartel. You might want to see send professionals. Like he would have killed them. Yes.
We got 5 seasons to go. We can't just get rid of Tommy. I mean, come on.
All right, my bad. I'm just trying to get this shit going, I guess.
Let's just agree that a lot of this stuff is not going to make sense. We need to agree on that now. It's going to be a lot of fan stuff that's thrown in there for no goddamn reason at all. Like this whole
there's going to be great accuracy.
And
there's going to be a lot of shooting of great accuracy.
Yep. That was not for anybody else other than say that what JP was trying to say was he saw that VH test when he was a child. He did not know who they were. Now he's putting 2 and 2 together. That's Tommy. That's the little white boy in that video.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying. So, and we didn't need that. That moment, why do we need that?
Cute. We wanted to see cute little Tommy.
That's right. We got to humanize Tommy.
Yeah.
I don't need This Is Us and Force. I don't need that. Like keep that shit on different networks.
Don't turn it to like BMF.
Yeah.
BMF.
I'm not asking for BMF.
Oh hell no! Don't put on BMF either.
Speaking of BMF.
Yes, Stacey.
When they were doing the drops and they had like the Jewish gang and all this stuff, I was waiting for the Black British gang so Lamar could show up.
Could make his triumphant return.
Yeah.
I would imagine Fargo before that. I would say Fargo.
He's gonna be on Snowfall.
Oh, that would be good. That would be awesome. I wanted to like this spinoff, but I don't. What they're doing with Tommy's character at all.
Oh, really?
If the show went like David wants, Tommy would have died in the front of the bar with the Irish gang. That's not even what I'm fucking saying. I'm talking about just some sense. Also, just to plot development and character development. Looking back at book 1, it took Tommy 4 episodes to fuck Holly. It took Ghost 5 episodes to fuck Angie because these relationships are developing. I'm like, Gloria is not going anywhere. Like she will be his main go-to boo. I'm saying they could have developed some of this shit out in 2 episodes. I'm saying they're shoving all kinds of shit in there. And where's Simon? The fucking the Waltz guy, the Flynn guy that Tommy broke his arm and whooped his ass and took his phone. No one's even brought that fucker up. Like, where's Paulie? I want to see Paulie again. I mean, like Paulie should be the one helping Walter now that he has fucking cancer. Like, I mean, I was like, this is.
I mean, we only in episode 2. Can we give it a chance to get to at least like 3, 4,
I was gonna say
to see all these people again? You can only fit but so many characters in one episode.
I was about to say this isn't like
instead of not add to. I'm saying I'd rather had Paulie there helping his old friend to find out he has cancer, but we're already starting it like the whole like daddy's got to go, son's gonna take over. Like daughter looks like a preppy like school teacher in daytime, and she's like freaky woman slayer at night. I'm like, so I'm assuming no one knows she's a lesbian. I guess that's what we're doing with this. So that's going to be developed over time.
I think they would care.
I'm sure her brother knows. I mean, I'm sure of that.
Yeah. I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't because she was like, she's like, I got my own stuff too. So I think he actually probably doesn't know because he would have been like, if Gloria can't be accepted by dad, I know your girl can't be accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like I think they would have kind of worked that out. But anyway, we got. I'm just saying. I just think if Sammy was important to the crew, and he just got injured, and you know where the fuck he's at, they may be like, hey, we gotta get this Tommy guy. Anyway, so Tommy's is sided with CBI. Is that what we're doing now? So the Flynn and crew will be the enemy of him, especially Victor, now that they're fighting over Gloria, or they're going to be, or some shit. I guess. Are we gonna?
Tommy always has a bunch of enemies, so it could be all of them, could be none of them. I mean,
so he's gonna hook back up with that Latin crew because that lady looked like she wanted to give him a job. Like, I mean, in the chop house. Yeah, in the chop shop, she was like, "Hey, I will give you a call. I don't know who you are. I just asked for the white boy actually, because she didn't see the car. The white boy in the Mustang. We'll find you." I did like how Gloria said, "I don't need to be saved." Like I did like she was like, I don't need that, right? Because he's running around like he's Batman or some shit. Like they'll be like, hey, I gotta take care of everybody. And she's like, I got myself in this, I'll get myself out of this. Who thinks her magical dead husband's coming back? Yeah. Somehow he'll be back from Afghanistan after all these years and be like, oh my God.
And he'll be an informant.
Damn,
right. He's gonna be working.
That's what y'all think of this show.
Like I said about Mecca when they first showed Mecca, I said that he was, I said he was either FBI or something. He was a cop or he was FBI. I said that was the first time they showed him on screen. Nobody believed me.
It came true. So maybe they're gonna they like to repeat storylines around here. Rojas, Jay,
version of Zeke.
What if even worse? What if something bigger than that? What if Gloria is actually undercover? Like she's deep. She's like a deep agent where it's like, you know what I mean? Like she's been trying to, you know, like she you don't think so? It wouldn't be the first time that she was like that, you know.
Well, at least she's not screwing her uncle. So I'm fine with that.
That's we're moving up in the world right now. Because like you like to keep it in the family. Didn't he blow the lady up in the dude from the chop shop?
That's not the chop shop.
That's a different Latino one. I thought the same thing,
No,
but that's
it was the one that he killed the one that kidnapped them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this
he had that Versace shirt.
Yeah, but I originally thought the same thing. I was like, he blew up that woman. I thought she was being helpful. I was like, I'm sorry, I thought that's being racist. I was like, they also look like after a while.
Wow.
I was like, no,
of course you did. Of course you did.
I felt bad. I was like, David, that's not the same person. Armando, there's plenty, but man, there's a lot. Let's just a lot in one take. It's a lot of things going on. Who did Tommy kill when he locked the people in the trunk? The kidnappers. We don't know the Rojas team leaders, what the fuck ever. Yeah. We don't know the fucking names.
Yeah, the dude who he broke the nose of.
Yeah. Remember, I was like,
so when they dealt the drugs, why were they allowed to keep a profit? Like, you've been forced to sell my drugs and you're getting paid for it.
See, Stacey, I thought the same thing. No, that's not what happened. Like, so David paid Tommy of his own money for being a part of that thing. Like that was not from the profits of, that's why I thought the same thing at first. No. He paid him for a day's work of being his friend or what the fuck ever. Like they made no money off those deals. I thought the same thing. Which made no sense, bro. Like, we're both alive. That's the payment. Like, neither one of us got murdered because the only reason Tommy got wrapped up in this shit is because of Diamond. So, like, I mean, I was like, what? And then Diamond
because of Diamond, Tommy had to do it. So yeah, you need to pay me. I was your backup.
I'm like, you put me in this.
So power makes drug dealing look, I wouldn't say appealing, but like if you could make 25 grand in like a couple hours, like,
hey,
or they were making millions in a night on book one.
Stacey, call me. We
can
do this.
Tariq pulled down $2 million.
Round up some strippers. Like, this is Atlanta. There's strippers everywhere.
Hey, that's it.
The same.
Since we're bringing back characters, I said in the community section. Please check out the community section. We got a lot of stuff there. Dominique needs to come back. That's what I want to see. Like Dominique.
To Chicago.
She moved to Chicago after Ghost fucking passed her over and
Okay, this
promoted.
is becoming Stansville because everybody just can't just automatically transfer to Chicago. That makes no sense.
Liliana shouldn't be there. I'm saying I do not believe. I thought that was bullshit, and I don't think it's
because
helpful.
she was actually threatened to get the hell out, so I could see her moving.
She wasn't actually. She wasn't. In episode 3, I watched it again. She did not know that Tommy wanted to kill her. Ghost said she could live, and then Tommy said she could live because Julio was about to go in there and take care of her, and Tommy said, "Don't worry about it." So she was not under threat from anyone, and she just disappeared. She just never came back.
But did she know that the hit was called off for her?
She didn't know about the hit to begin with. She got promoted. Julio told her she was promoted. That's why she was working the wash and folds. Julio's the one that she only talked to Julio for one. So all she knew was that she had a job. Only Julio knew that Tommy kind of wanted her gone. There was no reason for her to leave at all. At all. I was like, so it doesn't make sense.
That Tommy wants you gone. In my opinion, I get the hell out of Dodge.
I would have left
Tommy wants
anyway.
your ass, you're gonna get got. So
what? Tommy wouldn't even ask permission. True Tommy would just would have killed her and been done with it. So this whole
true,
I had to.
But if he hadn't gotten to her at that moment, and in my mind, I'm like, Tommy's after me. I'm out of here.
Yeah, because she thought Julio was gonna kill her, and then Julio was like, "It's okay, I'm not gonna,"
And Julio gave her a job. She was still working with Julio. She was fine. You never saw her again after episode 3. You never saw her again or even heard her name mentioned. To your point, Maria should have been murdered a long time ago. And like I said, Liliana coming back to be Angie's witness would have made complete sense because she knew much more about the organization and could have brought them down. And yeah, then Tommy would have put a bullet in her and her storyline would have been done. I'm like, but it just anyway. Good thing you're not a writer. Robert King,
out my water.
You shit on me.
I'll throw my TV. I like Dominique.
That's what I'm saying. Dominique was cool. I mean, I'm saying Dominique would have been, again, especially with JP, like trying to get his club together to be like, hey, someone came in, she had to be here. Like that would have been something. I'm not saying they gotta be fucking again because they were. Tommy did bone her. Closest relationship.
Well, she did a little.
She
did what, Stacey? Can we see that again?
We don't know that's what she did, but something happened. Because Tommy called Ghost and was like, hey, bro, that one girl needs to get a promotion. So she gave up some ass to Tommy. Like that happened. Okay. Off camera.
Lip service.
Maybe some lip service, maybe some bottle service. Maybe that's what they called it back in the day. But mind you, this is after Tommy was asking her about Holly. So that makes her even more trifling. I mean, I was like, damn, you asked about another woman.
She's
he's like,
trying to get a promotion. So
I was like, damn. A lot of people from New York City have moved to Chicago. It's not family, and they have family drug connections. She could have moved to Miami or some shit. I mean, it's just other places. I mean, actually, I think Tommy moved to Miami.
Why you say Miami to David?
Huh?
Why you say Miami?
Why not?
Because she's Latina.
Because yeah. No, he knew it. That's why he said. That's why he was like, because it's a big city.
Why not? Hey, I don't give a fuck. Hey, I'd be like, Miami would have been cool to see this show move to Miami. Would better. It makes more sense to California. I mean, what the fuck?
Tommy would get sunburned or something.
Huh?
Tommy would get sunburned or something in Miami.
Yeah, he's too light. He
way too light. He way too light.
He would be a lobster by the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Like, right? And what? I don't get that. El Rey with the blanket statements. What the fuck? Anyway,
he got retracted. So.
I don't know. All right. So we gotta wrap this up. Chris, anything else?
No. I mean, other than that, well, I'd say that back. It'd be kind of interesting to see. I guess was JT? Was it JT or JD?
JP. You talking about the brother?
JT. Yeah, the brother to see more of like his connection to his son. That'll be kind of see. I'm looking forward to that storyline actually. As long as they don't make it like This Is Us. Like, don't do that.
It's already This Is Us. It's already This Is Us.
Definitely
Ex-husband
like This Is Us.
It's already going there, bro.
But they didn't do that with the first Power Book 1 with the whole Tariq thing. So like, keep it like that. Keep it like on that level, like what y'all did in the first couple seasons of Power. You know what I mean? Even with the whole thing with Sean in 50. You know what I mean? Do it on that level where it's like, you know, like yeah, you're my son, but fuck you. Like I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? You know, so but anyway, I would kind of like to see that. Other than that, pretty much it. The whole Flynn thing. Flynn. Yeah, Flynn thing. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not that interested in necessarily with their storyline necessarily, but it is kind of awesome to see the homie from, like you said, Sons of Anarchy, Gladiator. You know, so it's awesome to see that. Unfortunately, he ain't gonna survive the season because he's about to die of this cancer or a bullet, depending on what comes first. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So that's our new Omar Epps here.
Claudia.
You know?
Claudia.
Yeah. The daughter. Oh yeah. The daughter's definitely want to kill him.
She finds him taking his cancer medicine. He needs water. And she's like, Daddy, I want to be in the business. He's like, this is man's work. And she's like,
this is for that man. And he's like, all right. Pop, pop, pop.
And she's like, oh shit. She'll kill him smooth. She'll kill him smooth. He'll have a heart attack. And she'll be like,
it'll be like Darlene. It'll be like Darlene. It'll be like Wendy standing over Darlene's body as she's like having a heart attack. Like,
there you go.
And then she's like, it's like, should I help? Like, oh no, click. Watch your ass die.
I was like, nah, sorry, buddy.
He's like, give me the medicine.
Now we're doing Proctor.
Claudia, come find a man to give me the medicine. Give me
I don't need a woman to help take care of me. I need a man to take care of me.
Like, no, I need a man, not you. You know,
go fix the books, damn it.
Go fix it. Go clean something. You know, and give me a
bring my chicken.
Right, shut the fuck up and go get the big piece of chicken. Just like your mama used to do. Apparently, she died of cancer too, I guess. That's kind of sad. Kim, anything else as we try to wrap it up?
Tommy is very much into family, so we can tell that JP is going to be near and dear to him. He already is. He's already helping him out. So let's see how that goes. Is JP going to end up being in the game because of his brother? Is Tommy now gonna be the security or get security for his brother's bar? Is Tommy gonna meet the dad, JP's dad? Is he gonna get answers to questions about Kate and why would Kate leave like that? My theory is it's probably because one, she was a drug addict. Two, I'm sure that maybe she didn't want to have the baby and she had the baby and then she was like, I already got one goddamn baby. And she, Kate is not a good mom, so I'm not surprised she left him. But I want to find out why Kate left him and all that stuff. And I just love seeing Tommy. I'm just gonna be real with it. I love Joseph Zakura. I love watching anything he does. So anything that happens, I'm cool with. And Claudia is absolutely gonna kill the father. It is happening. I would say, man, maybe episode 5, 6. He's out of there. I mean, he's this guy's an in-demand actor. So I just like we see Stern sporadically, we don't see him all the time. It's because he's always doing something. And that man is like in his late 70s and he's still doing stuff. So I feel like the dad is gonna definitely be killed soon, really soon.
Yeah, they make it so obvious. They make it so
obvious.
Yeah, they make it obvious. The lines.
That's annoying, but we know it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna shit on you so bad that if you don't kill me, it's gonna look ridiculous. Like,
hey, now that's Darlene and Frank Sr. When Frank Sr. was going off of fucking Darlene, I was like, you're about to get shot, right? Like, we all get this, right? Like, you're dead as fuck right now.
What I don't want to see is Claudia and Vic going after each other because she's gonna want to be the boss. I don't want to see that. That is so cliche. Like,
it will happen.
So,
it will happen.
Vic doesn't want to be in charge. I mean, he want to run off with Gloria and make little, beautiful babies and stuff. I mean, this. I mean,
I know that's what he says.
But the Ireland Syndicate is the one that is head of all this anyway. That's what the father was trying to say.
Yeah, so we need to see that. We need to see like how that develops and how much that like they're like the new Jason and the Sir. Why? Right. Anyway, all right. Stacey, anything else?
With JP's is he in the drug game? But Tommy said this must be a front for something. He never said no. So it's something going on there. And then he brought up an ex-husband. Is this guy gonna show up at some point? And who is he? And then Jay and Diamond, they keep bringing up like this tension between those two. How is that gonna play out?
Yep.
And Tommy peeped all that, right? Like he saw the friction between them two, and he clearly, to me, it's like he's favoring Diamond because again, they're same generation or whatever. Like they understand the process. So
that's a good point, Stacey. I forgot. As a matter of fact, because I forgot he went to jail too. JP went to jail. He said I came out of jail and I couldn't see my son or something like that. Or like he was in locked up. JP made a hint to that. He
came out of the closet.
Gay.
Oh, that come out. Like yeah. Okay.
Like, what?
Yeah.
The all black people go to jail.
I watched it twice, and I was like, wait, what?
Oh, did you watch it? I thought you meant like he came out of jail or some shit like that.
No, he came out as gay.
I'm glad you say that because in my head, I know it's gonna sound fucked up what I'm about to say, but I thought it was like him coming out of jail. Now he wants to get a husband. Like I was like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, jail did that to you. Like you were with your woman, and then now all of a sudden you come out of jail.
Okay,
and now you get a husband.
Chris's comments does not represent. I don't know what the fuck you doing right now. So I was like, let's not do that.
Know, man.
Let's not do that. But to be
you
clear,
found a boo thing in jail. I don't know.
To be clear, he's a jazz musician and artist. According to his deadline description, he's a jazz musician artist. He's traveled.
But they can't go to jail either.
He didn't go to jail, Chris.
Jazz musicians don't go to jail.
He didn't go to jail, bro. I'm sorry. He came out the clock. We need to see his homophobic baby mama. We need to see his ex-husband. These two people will show up.
Chuck Brown spent how many years in jail? The Godfather of Go-Go. Okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry. Continue.
All right.
I mean, he was a crackhead too. Are we bringing that up too? I mean,
I was like, anyway, Stacey.
It could be that too. Maybe that's in episode 6.
Stacey still have her time, please. Is there anything else?
1975 Jamrod said, why is D-Mac shooting at JP's bar, and how does JP not know his son is a shooter for Jannard?
They haven't seen each other in 14 years. Like he said that. So like his mom.
That's
well,
true.
He looks absolutely the same. So the son knows who he is. Clearly.
Yeah, of course. He got a picture.
He doesn't recognize his son. But even though you're not seeing your son, you're in the same city. So you should kind of, I would think, know.
But would you think your son is shooting up your bar?
You would know that he's running with a crew.
Really, Stacey? Stacey, remember the same complaints we had about Power Ghost, and talk about how does the Monet and the rest of them don't know anything about Ghost in New York City? Like,
no, this is family though. I mean, to Stacey's point, this is your only son, and you should keep some kind of tabs on him. Like, I mean, to Stacey's point,
even if
like,
you're not involved, you should know. Like, okay, he's at this school. He's running with these kids. He lives on this block or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And but to the point, he didn't see the shooter. Like said, son comes by, shoots up the place, and leaves.
Not necessarily that he was the one that shot it, but more so like he's involved. He's in the life.
Yeah.
And it happened 4 times.
Yeah,
like 4 times already. Like you never gonna investigate. Like what is happening? Why am I getting shot up 4 times?
In Chicago, that's just a thing.
Gonna say
Chicago, like, black men getting shot at is every fucking day. Like I mean, for all
they had 37 shootings that week, which is why they have the
right.
I mean, so Stacey, to your point, I really do think. I mean, he probably obviously doesn't know that he's a shooter, but he most likely probably thinks that his son's probably now in the street gang. You know what I mean? Like in the, you know what I mean? Like that's why I mean, especially if you're a young black male and then if like you got no one to take care of you, like especially in Chicago. You're gonna, a lot of times, streets takes care of you after that. You know what I mean? So he probably already thinks that he's probably there or maybe in jail or maybe even worse. So I doubt. I mean, So I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure if he finds out that he was in. I'm pretty sure if he finds out he was he was into criminal activities, he probably wouldn't be too shocked, unfortunately. You know, I don't know.
Well, what's up, Stacey? You were saying.
Like, I understand people have their thoughts, but your child not having a father versus him having a gay father, and he's clearly in the streets. Like, I don't know. Like, I have friends who have kids, and they'll send their sons to the ex-husband or the baby daddy once the kid gets a certain age, because she can't do anything with them after a certain time. When boys get a certain age, you can't do anything with them.
Like boys in the hood. So you know you're gonna pot the boys in the hood. All right.
So I don't know. Because he's gay, he can't be with his daddy. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. So we're gonna flush all that out. I'm pretty sure the mention of an ex-husband means ex-husband's coming. Mention of baby mama coming. So we got my only thing I would add is like I would like to see, it's not going to happen, I think, at this point, but I wanted to see how Jason's death, since he was the Chicago-based supplier, impacted the drug operations in Chicago, that no one even notices that Jason, the Serbs are gone or dead or anything. I think that would have been a major issue to all the drug dealers in the area. And somebody should be looking for Tommy for that. If they want to continue to tie book 1 stuff into book 4, I think that would be, a more relevant, and more important thing for the drug dealers. But anyway, that's it. Thank you guys very much for coming. Hope you had a good time. We went a lot of different directions, I acknowledge. But the show does that. It's got a lot of things. And to Kim's point of how good Joseph Sikora is, he is true to his character. Like he said that in an interview recently, that he was like, no matter what the writers do, it's his job as best to be the same Tommy we saw in episode 1, season 1 of book 1. He's like, if I don't stick to that character, the fans are going to turn on me because they say this is not Tommy that we know. And no matter how crazy the writing gets, he's always been Tommy to the best of his ability. So I appreciate that. And we'll see what happens with his new lair that magically has huh?
They said the ex-husband should be Tyler Perry.
Y'all, stop it, bro. Stop it. Tyler Perry should play the homophobic ex-wife. I want Medea. I want Medea to show
Tyler
up.
Perry would be a good one.
Wow.
I want to see that now. Tyler Perry,
right? That would be hilarious. Medea showing up, talking to fucking Jay about I can't have your gay self around our son would be hilarious. I'm like, please. I'm not asking for much. Anyway, but anyway, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Again, check out the comment section. We got a lot of things going on there. Please comment on this video, share it. You know what to do. We'll be back in about 2 seconds looking at Kings of Napa, I do believe. And then we're gonna do Double Cross after that. You talking about some reality show drama? That's that bullshit over there. Like we're about to get some silliness. You think Force is bad? Anyway, love y'all. See you, Chris. It'd be good.
Enjoy Super Bowl, everybody. Woohoo!
Fuck you. Anyway, so Tuesday we're gonna do Mandalorian. I send a text out, so we'll do it then.
Okay? Glorious.
Tyler Perry should be Medea as Gloria's aunt.
Wow,
love it. I just need Tyler Perry in a dress on this show as I don't care who he's related to. I just need to see it.
That'll be the last episode I ever watch.
Yeah, me too. I'll be done.
Come on,
I will never watch.
Just ruined Tommy. No.
As crazy as this show is getting, I put nothing past these writers. I need JP to be his ex-husband to be like some kind of Asian dude. Like, don't be a black dude. I need some wild shit. I don't want Lobos.
Wait a minute. Why would it be wild to be as an Asian ex-husband?
I want something different. I want something different.
Yeah, they should bring Joe in
Nathan
from
Lane.
Banshee.
Yeah, the tall. Yes. The tech dude, right? The tech dude. Mm-hmm. That would be awesome. I haven't seen him since the Blacklist because he used no black, right?
To your point, David. I mean, his husband or his ex-husband would not be black. I'll tell you that. I can almost guarantee. I don't know why I feel like his ex-husband is not black because I don't know. That's what STARZ like to do. STARZ like to do diversity to the extreme. So I don't know.
To the extreme, Chris.
Extreme.
I was that extreme.